What is happening in the world of culture and entertainment right now? The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and if you blink, you might just miss it. We've got the latest, the hottest, and the most talked about stories that are dominating headlines and sparking conversations. Get ready for an information rush that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From unexpected celebrity encounters to groundbreaking artistic endeavors and surprising tech trends, we're diving deep into what's making waves. Don't get left behind. This is your essential update, your front row seat to the moments that matter. Stick around, because the Bieber Beat is bringing you the inside scoop you won't find anywhere else. First up, we're tackling a situation that sounds straight out of a digital thriller. A major news outlet is flagging user behavior as potentially automated, triggering a strict policy against data mining and AI usage. We'll break down what this means for accessing online content and the implications for how we interact with digital information. Is your browsing activity raising red flags? Then, get ready for a legendary tale straight from the music archives. We're diving into a bizarre and fascinating night where the iconic Stevie Nicks, with her own troupe of witches, apparently paid a visit to Harry Styles' house. Imagine the stories, the energy, and the sheer star power in one room. This is the kind of legendary encounter that defines an era. And in the world of arts and trends, we've got a deep dive into how a renowned songwriter is reimagining the soundscape of a major Broadway production. Plus, discover the surprising retro tech making a massive comeback among today's biggest stars. You won't want to miss these updates. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on, so you're always in the know. Automated access alert. Our systems have flagged your user behavior as potentially automated, triggering a strict policy against data mining and AI usage. News Group Newspapers Limited, a prominent media entity, has reiterated its terms and conditions, explicitly prohibiting automated access, collection, or text data mining of any content from their services. This policy is in place to protect their intellectual property and is clearly stated within their terms of service. For those interested in the commercial use of their content, a specific contact point, crawl permission at News. Co. UK has been provided. The message also acknowledges that sometimes legitimate human behavior can be misinterpreted by their systems, and for users experiencing such issues, a customer support channel via help at Thesun. Co. UK is available. This situation highlights a growing tension between content providers and the increasing use of automated tools for information gathering, particularly in the age of AI and large language models. The news group's stance underscores a broader industry concern about unauthorized data scraping and its potential impact on content creators and publishers. They are taking a firm position to safeguard their digital assets, emphasizing that their standard terms and conditions apply to all users. The notice also includes standard copyright and registration information for News Group Newspapers Limited, including details about registered trademarks and their adherence to industry standards and regulations, such as those set by the Independent Press Standards Organization, IPSO. It also includes a standard disclaimer about journalistic accuracy and a process for handling complaints. This digital gatekeeping is just the beginning of our deep dive. Get ready for a story that's pure music magic and legendary vibes. Witches, wine, and rock legends. There was something different in the air on May 15, 1975. With lace and velvet and a magnetism you had no choice but to bathe in, Stevie Nicks, the White Witch, stepped out for the first time. While the label might seem iconic now, Nicks herself was initially quite put out by it, later remarking that the entire discourse was arresting and that she only wore black because it makes me look thinner. We joke about it now, often focusing on it as one of the more iconic parts of Nicks' persona. But back then, it wasn't always fun. Caught in the crossfire of a male-dominated world where she was sometimes seen as nothing more than an off-putting image curated on purpose, it led her to develop a complicated relationship with her appearance. For a whole year, she experimented with different styles, but eventually returned to her signature look when she realized that others' opinions were merely meaningless rubble. Her defiant stance, "Okay, just bring it, freaks. I'm not going to wear apricot. You think whatever you want because I'm going to wear my beautiful, long black dress. Get out of my face," has become a hallmark of her independent spirit. Now, her distinctive style is a badge of honor, and few understand that more than those close to her. Harry Styles, a good friend, eloquently highlighted this when he inducted her into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2019, calling her the magical gypsy godmother who occupies the in-between. He praised how her art transcends eras, celebrating the romance and drama she sees in the world. Styles noted her unique ability to connect with audiences, sharing her songwriting process with an intimacy that made listeners feel like the only other person in the room. This mutual admiration extends to Nicks' influence on Styles. She's not just a musical inspiration, but a close confidant who reviews his material before its release. Styles recalled one particular night when Nicks visited his house with her Coven of Witches, and he played them his entire Fine Line album. As the night wore on and 3 a.m. approached, Styles, feeling tired, was met with the Witches' nocturnal energy and their cheerful offer, "Shall we have some more wine?" He humorously recounted his exhaustion compared to their prime. It's likely Nicks saw a reflection of her own 1970s struggles with public perception in Styles, recognizing the risks he took and the potential pitfalls of a mixed-up public image. As she told Vogue, Harry could have lost a lot of fans, but he didn't. "I'm so proud of him because he took a risk." From legendary musical encounters to the cutting edge of artistic creation, we're shifting gears. Prepare for a fascinating look at how a hitmaker is redefining the sound of Broadway. Broadway's new soundscape. Kid Harpoon, the acclaimed songwriter and producer behind massive hits for artists like Harry Styles and Miley Cyrus, is venturing into the world of theater, composing the music for the new, all-star Broadway revival of Yasmina Rezaz's play Art. This British talent, born Tom Hull, has a track record of crafting indelible hits, including Styles' 2022 chart topper, As It Was, and Cyrus' 2023 smash, Flowers, making him responsible for the year's consecutive best-selling singles in both those years. Now, the LA-based artist is taking on a new challenge, composing the score for the highly anticipated Broadway production of Art, which features a star-studded cast including Bobby Cannavale, James Corden, and Neil Patrick Harris, who will portray the three art enthusiasts at the heart of the play. Hull admitted he hadn't seen the play before taking on the commission, but was instantly drawn to it upon reading the script, calling it a no-brainer and a great play. He described the experience of composing for Broadway as a departure from his usual work, where vocals are typically front and center. In Art, the music is designed to enhance the existing experience and contribute to the overall aesthetic of the show, rather than demand immediate attention. Director Scott Ellis specifically requested that the music be vocal-free, a creative constraint that Hull found particularly exciting, pushing him to explore new sonic territories. He aimed to bring the play into the 21st century, drawing inspiration from synthesized film scores like Blade Runner and Daft Punk's Tron soundtrack to create a unique mood. Hull collaborated closely with director Scott Ellis, who provided creative freedom while guiding the process. He also connected with the lead actors, discussing their characters and playing the music, aiming to enhance their performances. Hull expressed his honor in being part of such an extraordinary play and his hope that Yasmina Rezaz will like the music. The score itself is a blend of guitars, pianos, and synthesizers, with each element intended to represent the distinct personalities of the three main characters. Creative effects processing, like delays and reverbs, are used to integrate these organic instruments into a more synthetic world, aiming to create a feeling of suspended time as the audience witnesses the characters navigate their dynamics. From the theater stage to the streets, a surprising trend is taking hold. Get ready to discover the retro tech that's making a major comeback with today's biggest stars. Retro tech star power. Forget the latest high-tech gadgets. The hottest trend making waves among celebrities is a surprising throwback: wired earphones. Stars like Bella Hadid, Harry Styles, and Charli XCX have been spotted rocking the classic, old-fashioned wired earbuds, signaling a significant resurgence for the once ubiquitous audio accessory. This trend is part of a broader wave of retro revivals, following the popular comebacks of flip phones and Polaroid cameras. While most consumers have embraced the convenience of wireless options like AirPods, Google Pixel Buds, and Beats Studio Pro, a growing number of influential figures are opting for the wired alternative. Actress Emma Watson was recently photographed wearing a pair during a stroll, further cementing the trend. Experts suggest this resurgence is driven by a combination of factors, including nostalgia for an idealized version of the past, a desire for a digital detox, and increasing privacy concerns associated with wireless devices. Dr. Omar H. Fairs, a lecturer at Toronto Metropolitan University, explains that nostalgia marketing, which leverages positive memories and feelings associated with the past, plays a significant role in this phenomenon. Celebrities like Paul Mescal have openly declared their preference for wired earphones, citing practicality issues with wireless models, such as them falling out of ears. Dua Lipa also champions wired headphones, noting the convenience of not having to charge them. Beyond practicality and nostalgia, wired earphones offer an element of simplicity that appeals to a generation seeking to disconnect from constant connectivity. TikTok has become a platform where many Gen Z users express their love for wired headphones, with videos lamenting the loss of AirPods and praising the reliability of wired options. This trend indicates a cultural shift where perceived obsolescence is being redefined by personal preference, style, and a conscious choice to opt for simpler, perhaps more tangible, technology. The embrace of wired earphones by style icons suggests that functionality and a distinct aesthetic can coexist, challenging the notion that newer technology always equates to better or more desirable. That's a wrap on our trend report, but before you go, let's hit you with a rapid-fire recap of today's biggest stories. And that's a wrap. We covered a major news outlet's stance on automated access, the legendary tale of Stevie Nicks visiting Harry Styles, Kid Harpoon redefining Broadway sounds, and the retro wired earphone trend taking over Hollywood. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to the Bieber Beat for all your essential updates. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a video, and drop a comment below to let us know your thoughts. Plus, follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.